I want to make you, and that has to do with the presence of God. Your posture, your standpoint in His presence. It matters a lot. It is true that nobody can hide from God. It is true that nobody can, take himself away from the face of God and from the atmosphere of God. But it is possible for a man to live, his or her standpoint in the presence of God, from the presence of God. It's not possible. The book of Psalms has made us to understand that it's impossible to hide from God. Impossible to hide from the presence of God. Just let me reduce it a little. It's impossible to hide from the presence of God. It's impossible to run away from the presence of God. But it is very possible to shift from your standpoint in the presence of God. Very possible. That is you leaving the place of authority. You leaving the place of power. You leaving the place of manifestation. The first man we saw that tried to run from the presence was the man called Adam. The move of God in the garden, and the Bible said he tried from the presence, but he never knew that it's very impossible to hide from God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now, let's go to the Bible together. Genesis. And they heard the sound of the Lord, Adam and his wife, the gods, from the presence of God. Can be every at the same time, omnipresence. When you go into the book of Psalms, you're going to be seeing that even though you dig the ground and enter, He is there. That means there's nowhere you cannot find His presence. There's nowhere that is far from God's presence. There's nowhere that is outside. He is everywhere at the same time. So, the first man, Adam, was trying to hide from God's presence. And the Bible has made us to understand that he was not trying to do this alone. The Bible said he and his wife were trying to hide from God's presence. You think that God was not seeing them? You think that the trees could obstruct the view of God? No. But you see, because human beings, we are limited, we think that God is also limited. No. God is not limited. This fence and this wall can obstruct your view. But as far as God is concerned, the wall is very transparent. Some of you thought that when you lock your room, nobody can see you. It's true. No human being can see you. But the roof over your head cannot obstruct the view of God.